Hi, everyone. Welcome to
Hi,
the
happy
show. Hi. Go ahead.
happy Sunday, happy Academy Awards Day, happy Oscars. Are we all having a party? Are we sitting in front of our TVs today?
I am mostly excited, I'm not gonna lie, to watch Ryan Gosling do the Ken song live. I'm just Ken.
Um
Like, I'm super excited about that. That's really it. Full stop. Full stop. I'm excited for that. Live
I
at
need
musical
I need to
theater.
see you Teo on the red carpet. I'm assuming he's
No, there is
going,
not yet.
for past lives. So
Yes,
oh my goodness, how
absolutely.
did we get here
Absolutely.
again?
Right? Right? Oh my goodness. Hi, you guys. So, Marisa and I are running the whole show today, so it's going to be it might be a little chaotic. If you are
Mhm.
new, welcome. It's so good to see everyone. We are the K3. I'm Jen.
I'm Marisa, and hello to everyone. We see Meow Minx, Gina,
Yeah.
Christabel. Who else is here? Jill, I think, is here. Caitlin.
So good to
Am I
see
missing
everyone.
anyone? Tessa was the first one here. So welcome
Jill.
everybody. Happy Sunday.
That's
We've got new
amazing.
dramas to talk about.
So many new dramas. Oh my god, Marisa, I can't wait to talk to them. I talk to everyone about everything. Who else we got? We got hello. Oh, Meow Minx is from the UK. Where is everyone from? That's a great question. And what is everyone drinking? This time I have moved to iced Americanos officially because I've realized, Marisa, every time I drink a warm one on camera, my nose runs.
Oh,
I can't
really?
do it. I can't do it. It's so bad.
Oh,
I know. I'm such a fragile, delicate flower. It's just too warm. My nose is like, "No." It's hilarious. Last week, I was
so
like, "What is happening?"
it is. It is. All right. So we have Caitlin, who is in Chicago, drinking an iced matcha latte. Very nice. Very
Delicious.
nice. Good hit of caffeine there.
Mhm.
And yes, time change. I thought we
Oh
were
god,
getting rid
that's
of
right.
that. Didn't Congress vote on that? No, we still have it.
I
Yes.
I
Okay.
feel like it always comes up for a vote, and then every year, like, daylight savings. I'm like, Really? I thought we were wrapping that up." Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Goodness. And then in the UK, they don't have, I got caught in this once. I did a trip to London in spring, and I went over there, dealt with the, jet lag because of the time difference, then came home. And then a few days later, it was daylight savings time. And I think something I had to do it twice. It was just like, it was the worst. It was the worst.
That sounds awful. Having to do I can't even imagine trying to jump through that. It's amazing. It looks like Jill needs to grab her coffee. Excellent, always. I listen all the time. Meow Minx just has some water. Water's delicious. I'm like working on like 100 what is it? I can't even talk today. 100 somethings a day. Lemon water is
Ounces?
delicious. I love it.
Mhm.
Ounces, thank you. Sorry, I was thinking liters. I'm like 100 liters would be a ridiculous number. We got Kansas. We got Ann in Kansas City with some Coke. Delicious. Oh, Deanna she's in Portland. We got some water and we got some coffee. Delicious. Yes. Oh, Christabel overslept. I mean, listen, daylight savings, it's going to happen for sure.
Yeah.
Having some
Yeah.
coffee this morning. Hey, Amy B. Good to see y'all. Such good stuff. Love it. Welcome to my life, Marisa. Yeah, right? Jill's always on a plane, right?
Jill's always on a plane. Look
Oh,
at you, just back from Sydney. Oh my gosh. That's a
that's a
trip.
time jump, isn't it?
Amazing.
Crazy.
Amazing.
All right, you guys. So, are we ready to jump in? Let's jump in. I think we have, God, I don't even have my list in front of me, but we've got two shows that finale'd last week. So, Marisa, do you want to tell us how did your Love Song for Illusion wrap up? Where did we end up on this one?
This show just never took flight.
Ah,
It just kind of started swirling in on its own. It got caught up in its own head, actually, literally in his head.
ah,
And then to resolve things at the very end, they threw in like like a way forward through acceptance. But it's like you haven't been working towards that. It was always just it just kind of came out of nowhere, and then it was super quick. But Huang He wrung out every last ounce of and the world, I've been fighting for this for so long, and my mother's an idiot, and I should be on the throne. And he just, to the bitter end, he was like playing his, his evil, what do you call
So
it?
he was evil. When all is
Oh,
said
he
and
was
done, he was
evil.
evil. I
And
love
there was
him
no
so much.
redemption for him. He went down
Oh,
fighting, and
really?
he just wrung it out. It was great. He was great. I enjoyed his performance very much. But the show was
Very nice.
uneven. But Park Ji-hoon, he's growing into a really, really fine, worthwhile actor. And when he played like the kind of evil, not evil side, but the more rock and roll side of his personality, you know,
Aki.
Aki, yeah, he man, he had a look.
Nice.
It was
He
good.
did have
So
some swagger that I did appreciate. A couple episodes that I did watch. It looks
yes,
like everyone else dropped it. So you, Marisa,
yes.
win the longevity award for Love Song for Illusion.
I'm actually not sure why I stuck with it, because I have dropped shows for far less.
Right?
I don't know why.
It's hilarious. I feel the same way about the other finale that we got this week, and that was Captivating the King. Like,
Oh my.
holy Jesus. Like, okay, who watched this one? Did anyone else watch Captivating the King with me? Because
I mean, this
we
was
need to
like an
talk, y'all.
A-lister show, right? Jo Jung-suk and
Yes. I
um
mean, I
yeah.
will say it was Cho Jung-suk and Shin Se-kyung.
Mhm.
And let's see. And I will say some of my favorite scenes. Why is my internet running so slow today? Uh she's not we don't have her picture up here, but Jung Young Nam as the queen
Oh.
mother, the queen dowager. Once again, the fiercest bitch in the palace. And when her and Cho Jung Suk like went head to head, hilariously, she's supposed to be his mother. I'm like, I think she's 10 years older than him, but okay, sure, we'll go with it. Let's see, what did everybody say? I finished it, fascinated by the double role playing. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was, I mean, yes, I watched Cap. Okay, Mia Minx, what did you think? Because I got so muddled up in the finale of like the all the hijinks, and the story seemed fairly straightforward when you really like boiled it down, but they got so overwhelmed with all of the different factions and the peoples and the infighting and her cross-dressing and the lip gloss. Meow Minx, my god, her lip, thank you, Amy B. Her makeup, I swear to god, her makeup was the exact same, whether she was dressed as her male batak player or as her noblewoman person. The lip was exact. I was just like, Jung Young Nam has this amazing moment where she is told that the batak player is a woman, and she basically summons her to her chambers because by God, she's gonna fix this situation. And she looks at her and she's like, "It's amazing what the mind will do, because obviously, looking at you, you're obviously a woman." I'm like, "Thank you, thank you." It's like it was just
Is it
it was, and
is
this is my. Oh no, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, is this a PPL? Like, were they getting like a ton of money from like whatever cosmetic company she reps, and they're like, lip gloss every scene. We want,
Every scene. And like it's beautiful lip liner, like this dark lip, like this brown, like smoky eye. Like I was just like, y'all, come on. There are limits. There are limits to what I will. It was ridiculous. And then you guys, everyone who's watching, did anybody else notice? And this is he did. Oh, Amanda, Jo Jung Suk was stunning. He was so good. He was so good. It was really the only reason I think I finished it, because he is he was just phenomenal. I didn't understand 90% of what the story was, but I was like, yeah, yeah, whatever he says, go.
no.
The other
Oh
thing that
no.
cracked me up, thank Diana, I could not keep up with the politics of who was who by the end either. I was completely and utterly like, who who is who, what is what, who he. It was so muddled. I personally thought it was just such a muddled script. And the ending, I agree, Meow Minx. The ending, totally meh. I was like, what? They they just kind of magically meet. He's oh my god, it was so dumb. Like I can't even explain how dumb it was. Like the 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 Qing emperor wanted the Baduk player to be sent to Beijing, and because he was entranced by the Baduk player when he was in Seoul, so he, as part of a deal, some sort of like negotiation, he requested the Baduk player to come, his Baduk player to come and play with him, and so she gets sent to China, and then she comes back because she can. I wasn't sure how, but somehow she was magically released. They did. They crammed everything into the end, and then they just magically meet under a tree playing Baduk, and she tells him her real name, and that is how they're gonna stay together. And I was like, she's still dressed as a man. Like, what is happening, show? Like, I don't understand what this show is. Like,
Oh, okay.
is she your
So that's
queen?
my question.
Is she gonna be your side piece? Like, yeah.
That's my question. So he's in the show, the king is in love with a man the entire drama?
The entire drama.
And we're doing that? That's it's almost a BL?
I mean, it was almost a BL, but like halfway through, they figured out that she was a woman, so it really wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like he knew she was a woman, like from like what episode you guys think? Like I want to say at least episode 10. Like, yeah. And then that was my biggest thing. Like, so she's a woman living as a man in the palace as the greatest Baduk tactician player ever in the history of the game. Like she's beating the king on the daily.
Oh.
They never really delved into what that would be like. Like as a woman who basically has very little choice and very little options, I just felt like her character got really sidelined in such a kind of a dynamic role it could have been. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about Shinsei Kyung, because after Rookie Historian, didn't she say, this role was a turning point, and like women having their own agency in these Joseon era stories is very contemporary and it's really important, and this is the kind of thing I want to keep doing. So maybe she took Captivating the King thinking that was where it was heading, and then instead it got all convoluted and weird and confusing.
It seemed like that's where they were starting to go, and then for some reason I can't even remember, but it seemed like as soon as he realized she was a woman, it then pivoted to her just being a woman. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way, but like she no longer had she no longer had as much agency in the story, because she was relegated to that role where she could only come to the palace when summoned. It was really bizarre. It was really bizarre, and I was really a little bummed out about it. Let's see. Theoretically, she's a daughter of a noble, so she could have been queen, but it would have been exactly, Amy. Like I was half expecting them to kill off the Baduk player and bring her back as a queen possibility, like as a herself. But yeah, but I don't think she wanted that. But we never really had that conversation. We sort of did when the queen dowager was like, "I'll just make her your concubine," and he's like, well, she's not gonna go for that. That's not gonna happen." And they had a brief conversation about that, but that was about it. Yeah. I mean, there were so many, right? I thought right, Diana? Like, where was her father? Like, she went to visit him in Beijing. I'm like, you can't bring him back? Like, all right, okay, yeah, all right, cool. It was, I think if they brought him back, the dad back to Seoul, it might have then become more of an issue with her dressing as the male, and then she would have to go back to being her female persona. So maybe that's why they kept him in Beijing from the story standpoint. And can we just talk? Hey, Calvin, it's good to see you. This is just the one thing that made me laugh out loud the whole time. I mean, listen, there were little things, but did you guys notice that? Oh God, what was his name? Anyway, the guy who was like the assassin that was on her team that tried to kill the king, and then he was in love with the original woman who ran the parlor. His eye patch matched his outfit. He was color coordinated. His eye patch color coordinated to every outfit he had. And it was the exact same eye patch. So it was like designed exactly the same way. It was like fashion eye patch for a guy who's basically a pauper. I was very confused. It would be black when he had black on. It was dark blue when he had blues on. He had a green one at the end. I was like, what is happening right now? Why does he have a fashion lineup of eye patches? He barely has 2 nickels to rub together, and he's got exactly, Gina. It was like PPL for the eye patch, but I was like, what is happening? Why does he have multicolored eye patches that are designed exactly like they were identical? It wasn't like they were just like he just tied a piece of fabric around his face. Right? Amy, thank you. You make me feel so much better because I'm like, this is a magnificent eye patch. Like, it's just so well put together. And he had multiples and variety, so many colors. I was like, he is as fashionable as anyone here with this eye patch. Like, what is going on? And when he busted out the like forest green colored one at the end, I was like, show. What is happening? So yeah, I mean, there were so many things. I was
odd.
Like, it was so odd, Marisa. It was so odd. It was like disconcertingly odd. Like it just took me out of the show every time. I'm like, what color is that? Like, really? I would just focus on it. It was so ridiculous. It was so bad. Oh my God, Calvin, Jo Jung Suk carried that show on his fucking back, man. Like it was unbelievable. But yeah, he was amazing. He was astoundingly good. Oh my God. And one final thing before we move on, because I've really ranted about the show far too long. Those kisses were atrocious. I'm sorry. For a finale, they finally spend a day together. They finally spend a day together as man and woman because he sends her an outfit to be all girly. And she shows up looking exactly the same, only with a dress on and her hair in a braid. Same makeup, same lip, same everything. But they spend the day together and they have this like lovely kiss because they're going to spend the night together, right? And it is the most fish-eyed kiss you've ever seen. Nobody's lips move. It's just that it is so old school. I was like, right? Like you guys have been yearning for each other. If you haven't been doing it in the Baduk playing palace he has, which we haven't seen at all. But I'm like, maybe he didn't like the lip gloss, right? He's like, I'm sorry, I need a different lip gloss for this persona. I'm not going for it. Like it was, and I was just like, and then the final one at the very end, they both had their like, oh God, what are the hats called again? The hat. And so you knew a kiss was coming, but they both have these hats on with these brims that are like this wide. And all of a sudden the king takes his hat off and I'm like, well, they're gonna kiss, obviously. This is what's happening. And they lean in and they like just like again, boom. And then they do the wide shot and nobody's moving and they come back right? Well, let's say, like, come on, like, my God, it is 2024. Like, we can handle some activity in a kiss. I'm not talking they have to eat each other's faces off, but my God. Oh, Gina, it was a lot. But man, if you want to catch the last 2 episodes, there was a lot happening. We were just like, what? Oh my God, it was ridiculous, right? Oh my God, absolutely, Calvin. Like the worst. She was like on this like revenge track, but had the worst for being the greatest Baduk player, had the worst tactics ever. Like she was terrible. Horrible decision. Horrible. Just god awful. Just god awful. She was awful. It was just the script fell apart after like episode 8. It was awful.
Oh my God.
Captivating the king. Oh my God, totally. It was a lot. I kept waiting for something good to happen. It didn't. I needed a drink of coffee after that one. That was a lot. All right, you guys. Let's move on to this week, shall we? We got that out of the way. Let's take a look at what is happening in this great week of K-dramas because boy, we had some premieres. We had we had some good shit. It was exciting. We did survive it. Minx. We did. Barely, but we made it. All right, let's take a look. Okay, Wedding Impossible. One of the premieres that has happened since our last time. Is anybody watching this one? What's the word? Marisa?
I'm caught up, but I'm wondering what everyone else is thinking because I like her so much. Jun Jung-so. So she, and what I love about her is she's really an actress. She, her first audition out of college, I think, was burning, which she got.
God,
And so
right.
she's right. So she's only done a few things, but they're always like she's the lead and she's really good. The projects always haven't been as good as she is. Like Ballerina, I really wanted to like it, but it was
Oh,
a
right.
little just like so violent. It was fun in its moment, but it wasn't memorable, I think. But she's like amazing. And so now she's doing this rom-com, and it's kind of a play on those old Candy stereotypes where nothing goes right for her. She's really an actor, and she can't cut any breaks, and she'll do anything that anyone asks. She's learned, she's like that Kim Sono from, she's got certificates and all these things. I
That's
can be
the
the one to
greatest.
ride the horse.
Right.
And but the modern, feminist twist on it is that she's in control. She makes her own choices. She's a very empathetic person. She really understands. And she's a good person. She's got a good moral compass. And her best friend is gay. And she keeps his
Oh, okay.
secret. She loves him, even though they haven't seen each other for 5 years because he went off to America to get away from his horrible Chibal family. But she's loyal, and she's very smart. And so I like her a lot. But the thing is, her best friend who's gay, is the second male lead. And I do have to say it's a positive so far. It's been really positive how this character has been portrayed. He's a real person, with real
Oh,
feelings,
it's
and he's
great.
the second lead. So there's a big storyline. And, his family is awful as usual. But the thing is, the male lead, he's gorgeous, right? But he's such a puppy, you guys. He is such a puppy. And
What have we seen him in?
he's playing up the slapstick comedy in it, and it's just not quite working for me, their pairing. So I don't know if anyone else, I'd love to know what you guys are thinking, because I feel like this is like an quality drama, but I'm not getting into it, and I really want to, because I think I like her, and I think I like her character. So, so
Well, it
Amy,
looks
if
like
you like it, that's good.
it looks like you've got a kind of a little bit of a mix here. You've got people who are like digging it, but like taking a minute. You got Willisine, who takes them a minute to get into it, but once they do,
Yeah.
I hit the wrong one.
Mhm.
It takes them a while. They enjoy it. Your male lead, what is Moon Sung Min? It looks like he went from being a high school student to being a chaebol, as
Yeah.
as per usual. So
Yeah.
he is still in that weird transition that I think we sometimes run into, where it's like, are you
Right.
a high
And
school
also
kid or are you an adult?
yeah, and I think he's 23, which is
Is
young.
he?
She's 28 or 29 in real life. And
Oh, okay.
there's just a difference. There's just a difference. And
Yeah.
I think it's a lot to be the male lead.
Yeah.
And
Yep. He's 23.
yeah. Okay, was lying. Yeah, I keep turning it on, and then I kind of look away, and then I go get a snack, and then I come back and I watch a little more. It's not really super drawing me in, but I feel like it's going to get going. Like, now the story is getting going. They've lined up the chess pieces, and he's got his directive, and he knows what he's going to do to save his brother who he loves. And so we'll see. We'll see.
It looks like Christabel's agreeing with you. Caitlin is loves the second male lead actor. He's amazing. Uh, Meow Mix is like, I get more chemistry from the second male lead and the female lead. Hilarious. I love that.
Right, right. Isn't he our
That one's not,
isn't he Is he our
let's
one of
see.
our trio from Startup? Is that where we know him from?
Is
Let
that
me
it? Let's see.
yes, I think so. Kim Do Wan. Kim Do Wan. Yeah, Startup.
Is it him? Is he start? Oh my
Yeah.
god, they were hilarious. I loved them. They made me so happy.
Right. Right. He looks really good too. He looks good in this. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, he was
Mhm.
also in My Roommate is a Gumio. There he is, the second male lead in that. Okay, right. Caitlin, yes, he's from Startup. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
So do you think you'll stick with it, Marisa? What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. It's a what is it? Is it Monday, Tuesday?
It is
Maybe.
Monday, Tuesday. Yep.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
might, because it's Monday, Tuesday.
Right. Monday, Tuesday is a weird day. Sometimes, I mean, we had, Marry My Husband, which was good, but
Mhm.
it's very rare that we get like a big one that happens there. All right. The other thing happening on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday is oh, I had the wrong name up. I'm sorry, you guys. See, me running the back end is never a good thing. So we'll tag this at the end to help me. That was, in case you're looking, that was Wedding Impossible. If you're looking at the replay, we're gonna put this here for you to help, and I will tag it when I do the time codes. Yeah. Okay. The other one is I don't think anyone is actually watching, but Branding and Sungju. Is anyone watching that one? I don't think anyone is. Okay, Queen of Divorce was the finale. I dropped this puppy well into it. Did anybody want to watch? We'll talk about that one in open forum. How about Impossible Heir? Like that one was another big one that we had so many impossibles happening, a lot of impossible things happening at the same time.
Well, there's a lot of story similarities.
Oh, really? That's hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, but Impossible Heir is Makjang and Wedding Impossible is rom-com. So Impossible Heir. Jen, are you watching it?
I did not hit play on it. I'm not gonna lie, the setup did not call to me. But if you guys all tell me I should watch it, I'll jump on it for sure.
No, I don't know if I can recommend it. I'm watching it.
Do tell. Let's see. What are the comments? Let's see.
Well, it gave me whiplash. It was like, it starts with a murder and then we jump back to high school. And so it starts with EJ Wook covered in blood, holding a knife, dead bodies strewn around him. I'm like, this is not a Jang Hyuk action film. So I don't know what's happening. And so then we flash back to high school. And I'm like, so then he ends up in this random town and not randomly, I'm not sure, becomes friends with Lee Jun-young, who is this chaebol heir who's been cast aside. And but these two guys together, this is the couple. They're the center of the show. And Lee Jun-young, did you guys remember Love and Leashes?
I love that one so much.
He's so good. Yeah, he's an idol, but he was so good at that, right? And I mean, again, both of these guys are like 25, 27. They haven't gone to the military yet. They're young, but they don't seem young. They're both super talented, but here they are in high school, and then but what I don't understand is like why. I mean, I understand why Lee Jun-young, his character Inha, wants to get back. He's a chaebol, and he's been sidelined by his family. That's A plus B equals C. He wants back in his family. He's going to seek revenge. Why does EJ Wook spend the next 10, 15 years of his life? And why are these high school students, and then they jump to college, why are they so astute with their predictive qualities of he's going to do this and you're going to do this and then they will react this way? I'm like, you've never even met this family that we've seen, and yet exactly like how they're going, like you figured out the chessboard. It's like, how?
Gina clearly has the same questions you have here. Gina, really? I started Impossible Heir. I don't understand why Han Dae is living for Kangana.
Why?
What?
But here's the other thing, and you made me think of this the other week when you were like, killer paradox, like there was no paradox.
There was no paradox.
All right. So the Impossible Heir. So, like K-dramas, like sometimes the titles are very like metaphorical, like Descendants of the Sun. But sometimes they're really literal, like the ghost doctor is a ghost or the ghost detective. That's the one where we were like, oh, he's a ghost detective.
Yes.
Right. So who is the Impossible Heir? Is this drama named after the second lead? Like that never happens. So, what's happening here?
That's a good one, right?
Because we've seen EJ Wook's parents. His father is an abusive, murdering thug who is in prison, and his mom has converted, and she's a monk, and she's like kind of basically hiding off in different temples to like get away because the husband's going to go after her. So we think we know who his parents are, but I don't know. It just there's things aren't adding up. There's 12 episodes, so that's good because
that's good. Yeah. Sometimes when they get that deep, you're just like, I need this one to wrap up. Yeah.
Yeah. They did 2 5-year time jumps by the beginning of episode 3.
Shut up. Shut up. Oh my God,
And
that's
then a
hilarious.
1-year
Like,
look back.
like, come on, show.
Whiplash. I have whiplash.
Yeah,
I
I can only keep
just
up for so long. All right, so it looks
oh my
like
God.
you kind of are in you're in good company. Let's see. Impossible Heir doesn't make sense, right? Exactly. Calvin basically knows doing majority of the work while Kangana is just sitting on the back. So, basically he's being a
Right.
chaebol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I gotta mention our female lead. She's not doing it for me. I like her a
Yep,
bit
I'm getting a few
better now
comments
that
like that
they're
too. Yep.
now that she's an
Mhm.
adult, now that they're 30. By the way, those guys look amazing in suits, I have to say. Just like but now she went from being like a little to being so stoic that she's showing no emotion at all. And why Inha is still dating her, I have no idea. She's really not that much of a catch, and he's so mercurial. I'm not sure why she's sticking to him so closely. Like,
Right?
give us
Yeah.
a little more. What's her motivation? I have no idea. Why are these three still even talking to each other? I have no idea.
And we
I
are,
have no idea.
correct me if I'm wrong, because I know that it premiered. So it's only one episode a week, correct?
No, I'm pretty
Or is it
sure I
two
watched
episodes
4
a week?
episodes. It's 2.
Okay, so they're only dropping on Wednesday, so they're dropping two
Oh, they dropped
every
2.
Wednesday.
Yeah, they
Okay,
dropped
so I
2.
need to
It's on
update the calendar
Hulu.
because it was a little bit wonky when I was putting it together. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
so we're through 4. So you're a
Mhm.
third of the way through the show, and yeah, it
Right.
sounds like you still need a lot of data.
Yes, the other thing is you have to pay attention. This is not a show where you're like kick back with your like, your cut fruit and your jasmine tea and just go K-dramas entertain me, because they're throwing out
Right?
names left and right. I'm like, I haven't seen that guy in an episode and a half. Who are you talking about? I'm like, on my drama list going, who is this? You have to pay attention. And then like EJ Wook is like maneuvering so quickly. He's like, this slithering snake, because now he's the evil chairman's right-hand man. Like, oh my God. Just you guys.
Right? That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah. And I have to say that sounds like a lot. And I'm already invested, Marisa, in one that is a lot. And so let's move on to Dear Lord, who joined me for Wonderful World. Oh, my great googly moogly.
I couldn't even, yeah, because after talking to you, I'm like, I'm dealing with the impossible Heir. I don't think I can
Yeah,
turn this one too.
it's so much. I was like literally texting Marisa being like, the show is so much. It's so much. Like, I signed up for a revenge drama, right? That's what I signed up for. I was like, I'm into revenge. I like revenge. If you guys have been hanging out with us for even 10 minutes, right? Oh, yeah. Thank you, Caitlin. Wonderful World is
Oh,
coming to
right.
Hulu in April. They're going to drop everything in April. Right now, you can only watch it on Disney with a VPN, which is what I'm doing. Oh no, I have no one. Did anyone watch this or is it just me? Oh, Jill dropped it in for one episode, right? Thank you. So I'm going to give you guys just a little bit, like, be prepared. Episode 1 and 2 Chanu is great. It is a slog of grief for 2 full episodes. And if you guys have met me, even for 10 minutes, Jen does not like to sit in that space for very long. We sat through for 2 episodes to get to Janu. Oh my God. Yeah, right? Thank you, Calvin. This thing is so makjangy. It is makjangalicious. It's makjang. Like who watched it? Did anyone get through before I jump into this,
Yeah.
did anyone watch through episode 4? I just want to make sure before I say this. Can we talk about the fact that she ran down a man in cold blood? Even though I get it, he's trash. He's trash. He accidentally killed her son and then left him on the side of the road in a hit and run. Trash, man. He is trash, and he got off because of the usual weird legal maneuverings in the Korean legal system. Trash, right? Oh my God, Meow Minx, you're gonna love it. Then you're gonna fucking love it. Caitlin, you'll probably love it as well. Though there's some legal maneuverings where you're like, not sure about that. Anyway, so she runs this guy down because he won't give her a proper apology in cold blood, runs him down, kills him. Listen, I get it. Grief is bad. I'm very sad for you. But that does not give you license to run a man down with your car. No. So she does this and goes to jail. They were going to let her off with basically grief time served, but she basically stands up and is like, no, he deserved it. So they sent her away for 10 years. So then she's in jail. And she's exactly, I was just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this story at this point. Because then she goes to jail and she's sad. Of course. Son is dead. She's in jail. I mean, there's a lot to be sad about. But you're like, what is the story here? I can read this in a news article. Like, what is happening? And you've got, all of a sudden you see just these random like pop-ups of Chanu just showing up. Like, why is Chanu at the prison? He's at the prison as a medical aid. And he did look hot the whole time, Gina. Like, let's talk for a minute about Chanu looking delicious. He looked really good. He shows up as a medical kid. He then shows up as a choir leader. He just popped. It's so bizarre. It's so bizarre. But the big thing that really made me go, show, where are we going with this? I felt really bad for the husband the entire time. Now, mind you, they're now going to make him trash as well. So we're going full Makjang territory there. But the thing that really made me just go, what the fuck, show? Okay, so let's just back up. She is now an ex-con after being in jail for seven years. I was a little hazy on how long she was. Although sewing needle through the hand, that was also an amazing moment. So she's like, Gina, like, it was just like, what is happening right now? She should have bled out with the amount of needling through her hand. So she's making clothes in the prison, and she has a thought about her son, and she zones out, and then the needle just keeps stabbing her hand, like, and it was just blood everywhere. Like, the amount of blood they used to show this, it was ridiculous. Here's my question. So we get out, right? If Chanu can't make it's Jill. Exactly, Jill. I think I've watched every Chanu drama out there, and I might have to drop this one.
Oh no.
She gets out of jail. She's been in jail for murdering someone for 10 years, 7 years, 3 years. I was a little hazy on how long she actually served. I think it was 7, because she divorces her husband at one point, and he goes abroad and blah, blah, blah. And so she gets out of jail, and she is going to deliver while in prison. She is befriended by this woman whose rage also killed people. And it just happens to be Chanu's parents.
What?
Because, of course. Exactly. And she's never been able to apologize to this young man whose parents she killed because she set ablaze to this building that her husband was having an affair in. And so it ended up killing the entire block or something like that. Like, she killed like households. And so she's dying, of course, in prison. She's dying. And she bequeaths to our girl her diary, which she has written to this young boy to give to him. So she finds Chanu. She goes to find Chanu. Okay. She's been in prison. She's an ex-con. She has been in prison for murdering someone. And she's going around place to place asking to try and find this young man. And everyone is giving his information out. They aren't asking for any sort of like, I'm sorry, we don't give out personal information. I'm sorry, who are you? None of that. They're like, oh, hang on, let me grab his number for you. Oh, hang on, he lives upstairs. Oh, hang on. And then she goes to his psychiatrist, Marisa. She goes to his psychiatrist. And she's like, so I need to know how to get a hold of him. And she's like, yeah. She doesn't say, I can't give you that information. She's like, I haven't talked to him in 10 years. And then she's like, do you think you can pull up his file? She's like, I know who you are. Yeah, let me see what I can do. I was like, what is happening? Yeah, what is happening? Yeah, she is a professor, Gina. You're right. She is a professor. I was just like,
okay.
The show is ridiculous. It's completely and utterly ridiculous. So yeah, it's Makjang-y times a bajillion. And if you
oh my
that,
God,
it's gonna be good.
This is the writer of Lie After Lie.
Oh, I don't know that one. Which one is that?
No, that's what I totally got sucked into that one. It's this woman and she marries into, oh my God. It was just like, it was ridiculous. So
I mean,
I
yeah.
totally get, all right. I get it now.
I'm just like, show what is happening right now. I mean, and then they did this whole reveal. So this guy, I love that she comes out of jail looking perfect in a white dress, right? White convex. She looks better coming out of jail than she did. Yeah, I was like, what's happening? Yeah, it was ridiculous. It was completely absurd. And then she goes on this talk show with her husband because her husband is now a world renowned
What?
like newscaster, and so to use his clout, they get back together because he loves her. They love each other,
I do love
and
him.
I was happy about that because I do love him. He was great.
Yeah.
And so they do this interview together. And they're talking about the grief of losing a child. Again, yes, absolutely. 1,000%. It times infinity. And but nobody says, but what do you say to the family of the man you ran down? No. It's just, I'm a grieving mother. I deserve to get my grief out.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I did. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm the whole time I'm thinking like, what about the family? I mean, listen, the guy was a turd and a piece of trash, but he still had people that probably cared about him, right? So all of a sudden we cut to this mysterious person who's like taking photos and sending them and they do this great reveal of this face. And I'm like, who are you? Like, we had no idea who he was as a character. Like, he's just a mystery character.
You're like, ta-da! And you're like,
So yeah, I'm completely confused and befuddled, and I don't know how long I'm gonna make it. But yeah, I was wondering how you guys all felt about it.
I know. We'll just stick to Chanu like supercuts on TikTok or
Right?
something because man,
For real. Yeah, for real. Like, it was just ridiculous. But I do think clearly they opened the whole show, the first scene, credits roll, black up. Tanu is looking oh my God, looking hot in like a suit, black suit, like coming from a funeral in a car, and it's raining, and he's sitting there and he's glaring through the windshield at her, right? At our girl. And they have this whole voiceover thing about, yeah, you did all these things for me. And, she's like, I want to do this one thing for you. And then he guns the car and he like goes towards her. So they're kind of alluding to the fact that he is not who he seems to be, or he's like more than just the kid of the dead parents. So we think he has some connection to the man who she killed, is how I'm thinking. Oh my God, Gina. Yeah, he's just, listen. Yeah, sorry, I hit that too. Listen, I love Chanu. I will watch him in almost anything. I'm just not sure I can go the distance. I'm excited that he's doing something else other than his usual, rom-com, but I love him in rom-coms. He's very good in rom-coms. But yeah, I'm hoping, and that's the other thing. I hope we spend more time with him and his character. Like, we just really spent 4 episodes just watching, is it Kim Namju? Is that her name? I went ranting that whole time and I didn't even pull up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Misty. Is it Kim Namju?
Kim Namju.
Yeah. At one point, her husband brings her flowers. He's like, they're your favorite, Misty Blue. And I'm like, yes.
Nice.
I was like, thank you. Mm-hmm. Listen, can we also talk about her husband, though? Kim Kong-woo. Oh, my God. For ladies of a certain age. Yes, thank you. Hello.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, Gina, right?
He's an actor's actor, for sure.
He's great too. I'm really hoping they pull him from the brink of not being a complete turd, because I feel really bad for him. Like, this man's world got fucked up bad. So yeah, I'm hoping that is what happens. But it's a Makjang, so I don't have high hopes. And our girl, what do you guys think? Im Se-mi, do we think she's the actual woman that is the one who left the gate open? Because unfortunately, I think we're heading in that direction. Damn it! I was really hoping that our people are not complete trash. Yeah. Yeah, I think she's going a little dark in this one. I think she's channeling some darkness. Oh God. Okay. Well, that was fun. Thanks, guys. Thanks for letting me make that. This is why I love what we do, because I can just share and be like, do you guys feel the same? Am I in a bubble by myself, just yelling at my television like, this is what is happening? Why does Patch Mash's clothing? Why is she allowed to get data? She's an ex-con. Like, what is happening? Why is no one saying no? That's just information. Nobody, you can't have that. It's private. That's hilarious. All right, what else do we got? All right. Oh, and okay. So next up. Oh, okay, you guys. Please tell me someone else is watching Flex Cop. Please, please, please tell me I'm not the only one who's loving this show. No?
Anyone out there? I dropped it.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love it so much. This episode this week was so freaking good. It was seriously one of the most satisfying hours of television I've watched. It was freakishly good. Anyone? Drum roll.
Yeah, Gina.
WT,
Gina's
thank you. Yes, Gina's watching it. Yes, okay, good. Yes. All right, let's go, team. Let's go. Can we just talk about what a great hour of television episode 12 was? Like, it was fantastic. It was fantastic. I will not talk long on this one. I will just say what I'm loving about it. And if you are looking for something that, as Marisa says, you can kick back with your jasmine tea and just enjoy, highly recommend this one. Highly, highly, highly. This week, and this is what I love about it. We have our bad guy, and the rest of everyone else kind of works towards that end. It's not like all this infighting. Like, I think a lot of shows that we watch, since she's a cop and there's corruption and he's a chaebol and he's got a family, that there's all this exterior, there's all this interior and extraneous tension and conflict that kind of makes the story get a little bit overblown. In this one, weirdly, her father has been she has a great family. She's got a great team. She actually, her other team realizes the error of their ways and has growth, and they become all one big team in this police station. There's a moment in this episode 12 where you see the cops, you see our Chaebol's team, you see the news people, the broadcasters, and there's one other group. They all just kind of converge to all work together to finish this case. And it was just so good. It was so satisfying. I was like, yay. It was really good. I loved it. It's a really satisfying show. If you are looking for something, right? Yeah, the hair is awful. He's even admitted the hair is awful, but they're trying to match. This team is matching what the webtoon looks like. And he actually just did an interview that they just subbed. And they said something, I forget exactly what they said, something. And he's like, oh yeah, I hate my hair. He's like, I miss my own hair. Because he's like, they have to slick it all back. And they made a bunch of jokes about it. Everyone hates his hair. Right, Christabel? I was hesitant too. I'm like, this is going to be a train wreck. This is just going to be an infighting train wreck, right? But I love it. It is every week. Oh my God, Gina, Park Ji-hoon as the main girl. She's so fantastic. She is the team leader. She's treated like a team leader. She's a powerful badass. She's smart as shit. She's got supportive family. Oh my God, I loved it. Oh, hey, thanks, Ko-Fi Bot. Oh, thanks, Meow Minx. Appreciate that.
Yes,
oh my God, I didn't know this worked. I love it. Oh, sorry, did I do that again? Yay, Meow Minx, thank you. That's exciting. I didn't even know Ko-Fi did that. So go to.
Yeah. Excellent.
I mean, let's see. Suspicious of, yes. It's too good to be true, right, WT?
Too good to be true. Right? Okay. Yeah.
My only hope, you guys, is that, and his brother is played by Kang Sung-joon. Not Kang Sung-joon. It is played by Kwak Si-young, and I really like him a lot. He's really sweet. I hope they give him more to do, but I don't want him to be bad. But because he's so, oh my God, there's so many good characters, you guys. There's so many good characters. I'm hoping that because Jisoo's dad is kind of coming around, and we realize that he actually cares for his son. It's not just being a chaebol dad, which is like, just do my thing and don't be a dick. I'm hoping that the brother is not terrible as well. That's my fingers crossed moment. I will also say, you guys, yeah, something is off with the brother. I know, Diana, but I'm hoping it's just because his mother is terrible that he has conflicted loyalties, but he loves his brother. Was my hope. Yep. Next week does look like it involves the whole family. So I think that we're going to find out more there. Fingers crossed he's not trash. Come on, show. You've been so good. You have subverted tropes so far. I was so happy. This is my last comment on this, and then we'll move on because I know oh my God, we're already at 50 minutes and we've got like so many, we still have like the big show to talk about. The thing that I was really, where was I going with that? Oh, yes. I was really worried that as soon as we found out that Jisoo's memory had been tampered with and that his mom had killed herself, and they released the special drowning poster of him, I'm like, this show is going to go off the rails, and he's going to no longer be this ridiculous character that's been a lot of fun. But they didn't. They kept it. They kind of they kind of took that in the story and they used it, and they kind of, they made him, they just kind of allowed his character to grow with that information and not become like a pivot to a completely different character. I really like that. It's actually really well written. And I remember looking at who wrote this one. Hold, please. Let me look real quick. This one.
So
it was Oh no, go ahead. I'm looking something up. Go ahead.
I'm just saying that Caitlin's saying it ends next week, so you're down to the wire.
It doesn't end next week. It ends in 2 weeks. We have 4 more episodes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. I think it got punted 1 week because of holidays and whatnot. Yeah, I would be panicking if we were ending next week. We got 2 more. That was the thing about this week's episode. It was like episode 12, and it was like a finale episode. Like so many threads got like wrapped up, and it was like this joyous, like everyone coming together. It was just so amazing, and it was like episode 12. So I'm super excited for the next 4 episodes. The writer wrote My Name. They're the writer for My Name.
Oh, really?
Which is great. Yeah, and then the director did Revenant and Through the Darkness. So
wow.
So they're in good hands. And yes, Diana, season 2 has always been on the table, which is why I'm super excited for this show. They've been talking about this becoming, as much as I know we all hate it, but more closer to the Western style, where it's a seasonal show. And so they've talked about how this is already going to move into like multiple seasons, or at least a season 2. And I really hope so, because it's one of those things where you like, kind of like our romantic Dr. Teacher Kim, like I enjoy these characters and I enjoy this world, and I would love to stay there and see how they solve more crimes. But yeah. Right? Yeah, exactly. So, Meow Minx, you dropped it after 2. I mean, listen, I get it. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but I am so loving it. If you enjoy some comedy and you enjoy, like, it's not romance per se, but there's a great chemistry between a lot of people, and you can kind of root for our main couple, which is nice, but I don't think it's going to go there. Oh my God, WT, I say this every week. I love that he plays against like his good looking type, and he'll play the idiot. I love it. Makes me so happy. He's so good at it too.
Well, I'm putting this on my list for when the inevitable slump happens at some point in the summer, because my Dearest is on that list, but I'm not sure I can hit play on that. So maybe I'll just I think I dropped Sex Pop after 2 episodes, so I will.
And it takes a little bit. I'll be honest. The first couple of episodes, I was like, I don't know where this show is going. Like, I want to really like it because I like her and I like him and I like the surrounding characters. But yeah, right? Yeah, exactly, Gina. At first, you're kind of like, this show is a bit much. But then you kind of realize that it's just the Jisoo character lives in this like bubble of play all the time, so he's overdoes everything, and the rest of his team is like, you need to like bring that shit down. And so over the episodes, he kind of learns to become part of a team so much, and not so much the individual. But then he starts to learn to use his tools to help the team, and then it's kind of like this whole. It's really a nice growth arc for the character. I like it a lot.
Jill's asking, is it like Lawless Lawyer? Oh, you mean that kind of heightened, cartoony kind of action?
Not really. I mean, it sounds like it should be, and there are moments that are definitely heightened, but I would say that our main cop trio, the official cops, detectives, they keep it very realistic and very grounded. And like only the Jisoo character is kind of in the clouds of like, I'm going to rent an entire mall just to play, hostage team extraction. Like, it's just like, what? And then his people come in and pay like hundreds of thousands of dollars to clean up the mess. And then it's like watching him go from that to being an actual detective. So, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I really loved it.
Yay.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys for letting me gush about that, because it was seriously my favorite hour of television this week. It was so good. All right. And then Marisa, the big one, the big one. I need to know. Queen of Tears, my friend. Was it everything you'd hoped for and more?
It is. You can tell, like, it starts with like a kind of a bingin like wedding. So listen,
I feel like they went to the exact same locations and they had
I
hired the
think
exact
so.
same photographer.
Flowers. So if you are new to K dramas, there are a lot of things happening here that you're not going to understand or you're not going to get because there's a whole other level of K drama-ness that's happening. There are
So
crash landing on you cameos. There is it's okay to not be okay. Oh Jung Se cameos. There is I was looking on my drama list. There are some big stars that are going to be making some cameos in this one. But if you look at there are two directors on this, two big directors. So the first director is Jang Young-woo, who did Bulgasal. And then we've got Kim Hee-won, and she is one of our favorites. She did The Crown Clown. She did Money Flower with Jang Hyuk, which is why the chairman's girlfriend is played by that actress. She did soundtrack 1, she did soundtrack 2, she did Little Women. Did she do
ooh.
and she did Vincenzo.
Oh,
So
nice, nice, nice.
right, so we've got 2 A+ directors on this, and this
Yeah.
cast, no wonder this costs like $30 million. This cast is
Yeah.
just, it's massive, and all of them have actual characters. Like there are actually, and not just more than plot. There's like some real juiciness coming here because honestly, this feels like we're in a Joseon palace. Like the
Right?
machinations, the queen dowager, the king, this is Joseon soap opera stuff. So it's really
Yeah.
good. And Kim So Hyun, like it's he's playing it for comedy. Like he's really funny. He's like 90% comedy in this. So I have to Kim
Right.
Soo Hyun, sorry. So I'm really liking it so far. And it's gorgeous. Like it's in a department store. Kim Ji Won looks beautiful. The outfits, this is kind of a critique on Wedding Impossible. Like this is Chaebol, like wealthy, 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 and you can tell. Like Wedding Impossible, everyone who's supposed to be in the Chaebol family doesn't look like they belong in a Chaebol family. Like in this one, the skin is perfect, the accessories are perfect. Everything's
Right.
very expensive. It just like it looks like it's supposed to look. It's like, this is why you tune into this kind of TV drama, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
delivering on all of that fantasy stuff. But you guys, I want to know what you think. So the second episode dropped this morning. I like sped through it this morning because
Right.
you were right, Jen. She's dying. So they
I was
get to
like,
that
I
pretty
really
quickly.
feel like this is what was part of the original synopsis, and then they just kind of like
They did.
conveniently took that out for almost all the
Yeah.
promotion until like the last
Yeah.
week. And I was
Yeah.
like, that's a really interesting way to go. And now suddenly it's like the synopsis is they have to negotiate or work their way through a difficult situation and find love again. And I'm like, a difficult situation? She's got 3 months to live, y'all. Like
Yeah.
she's going down. But she's not. We all know.
But I mean, the thing is, and this is what we're going to discover, is I haven't figured out, like, it's not clear why she married him, except he's phenomenally good looking
Right.
because he's a good person and he works for her, and she's a bitch. She's like
She's
first
awful.
class, top tier bitch. Everyone in that family is awful. So why
Yeah.
he bought into that, I don't know. Why she married him, I don't know. I just like she kind of showed who she was. I think he thought he could help her. He could fix her. Like that she was this poor, you know, uh even though she was wearing like French designer clothes from the minute she walked into this fake internship. It was pretty obvious like why he thought she was clumsy and just like stubborn. Like I don't know why he married her.
Well, and
So
that was my only quibble's maybe not the right word, but just kind of I was confused. Like we don't really see them dating. We just see them being
no.
like, I like this poor intern at my office. I'm going to marry her. It's like, wait, what? Like maybe take
Yeah.
her for coffee? Like you find out who
Yeah.
she is, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden she's like landing a helicopter in his field and like being like, "Will you stick by me?" And he's like, "You bet, baby." And then all of a sudden they're married for 3 years. I'm like, I don't understand. Like, what's
I
happening?
know,
So
right?
I'm the same with you. I need more of that. I need more of that. Yeah.
I need to know more about him and, like, why he would do
Okay.
that. So, yeah.
Jill is confident that the writers may have a few things up their sleeve, which they have to. We have
Oh,
16 episodes to get
absolutely.
through. Yeah.
And
Right?
she's like she's one of the top writers in the country. I mean, right? So, we haven't talked about Park Ji-yoon, who did Crash Landing on
Yeah.
You, Legend of the Blue Sea, My Love from the Star, which explains all of the actors in the show.
All of it. Yes. Yes.
All of
Yes.
it. Yeah. Um,
Right.
yeah.
Let's
Uh,
see. I think they will show
did you,
flashbacks. Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping we get more flashbacks. Definitely need to see more of that for sure.
and also
Um,
more of Park Sung-hoon because they went to, I guess
yeah,
they
I was gonna
dated in
say
college.
that was my I was like, I waited a long time to see him. I was like, come on, show, come on. And it was like the last 20 minutes. I was like,
I
oh.
know, but like him and Kim Soo-hyun together, oh my God.
Like I
I,
loved their like interactions almost the most of anything. It was so
mm-hmm,
good. Oh my god,
mm-hmm.
speaking of the Europe scenes, you guys, did you guys see that Sebastian Roche is going to be the German doctor? Who's probably going to save her life. Do you guys know who that is? Like he's a big soap guy. He's also been in a million things here in the States or in Western television, like Fringe and stuff like that. He's a great actor. Like I'm
Oh,
super excited to see what he does with it. Yeah.
that's
My
good.
sister works for a soap site, soaps.com, and they're going nuts. Like the soap world is like, yeah. So I
Yeah,
can't wait to see when he shows up.
yeah.
Um,
This is, I mean, this drama costs more than Crash Landing on You. So I'm expecting
which is saying something.
saying, yeah. So I am expecting major European locations and
Yeah.
more than helicopters.
Right?
Oh,
Okay, I think
absolutely,
she's
Calvin. Yeah.
mainly due to the world she's right.
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
for sure.
She grew up
I
in a
just
nest of vipers. She's like, yeah. Mhm.
yes, Jill. Oh wait, where I missed them. Kwok Dong Yeon is one of my favorites.
Yes.
I love him so much, so
Yeah.
much. He's such a nugget,
Yeah.
and I love him. I just wish people would stop beating him up. Like, leave the man alone. Quit abusing him. Like, he's constantly getting the shit kicked out of him, and I feel bad.
I always thought he was just like goofy guy. And then I saw him in that reality show, the one with all the actors. What was it? MFT something
Oh
training?
my god, like MT Youth? Yes.
MTU. Yeah. And he was just a delightful person. Just like you want him around. He's so
Yeah.
golden retriever energy in real life.
Right?
So now I'm just
What?
like, I fall for him whenever I see him.
Whenever I see him. I don't know. I mean, this is people always say it was an undiscovered gem or whatever people call it. But did you guys watch Gauss Electronics?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Was so good.
You
He was
really, yeah,
such
you
an
like that one.
he was so adorable, and I loved him, and I loved he also, again, had, like, the bitchy girlfriend who no one liked, and then they fell in love because they ended up being neighbors, and I would have died for those 2, like, I would have gone to the mat. I loved them so much. They were so good. Monica, I think his wife is tricking him. I do think we're gonna find out I think she's ill, but I feel like there is going to are we talking about the same wife? I don't know. I feel like there is some more at play here. I don't know if I'm curious. I'm curious. I think there's gonna be more to that story than just you have a mysterious brain tumors all throughout your brain.
Right. But something fuzzy brain tumors, but something's got to happen to
Right.
make them fall in love with each other
Oh,
again, right? And I can't
absolutely. Yeah.
wait. I want to
Yeah.
see it. I want
Yeah.
to feel it.
Yeah.
These
I
two
mean, listen,
beautiful people.
what's happening with my shirt? Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Like when Park Sung Hoon showed up, I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have second lead syndrome so bad. But then Kim Soo Hyun showed up, and I was like, wait, no, I'm not. That's weird. Like, 'cause I'm not a huge Kim Soo Hyun fan, right? Like, I like him, but I don't love him. Like, I love Park Sung Hoon, but I was like, nope,
Mhm.
I want to see these two fall back in love. So I'm super excited to see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, oh, Monica, yeah, you're right. You're the clock's wife. Yes, 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 yes.
Oh
I
yeah.
was misunderstanding that.
John
But I do think there's
Soo-hyun.
more to this diagnosis than simply what is being told. His
Mhm. Oh
reaction
yeah.
at the end, happy or sad, because they used happy. His reaction at the end. God, I'm
Oh,
blanking on the end. I apologize.
with the when he takes out the boar.
Oh, right, right, right. The boar. Yes.
Oh, the metaphor literally
Right?
barreling towards you.
Oh God, right? I know, it's so hilarious. I mean, listen, this is not gonna be a subtle drama at all.
Oh
At all.
no, we're not in it for that.
Oh, no. No, no, no. So,
No,
yeah,
but
I mean, I'm excited. I
I
mean,
trust this writer, so
yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
I found I will say my favorite, like, as we were talking about cameos, were the 2 bodyguards who just hang out every time he goes and gets drunk. That was my favorite. The 2 guys from Crash Landing on You. I'm
Crash
like, "I love those
Landing.
guys." And they were just, like, bored and, like, trying to pretend they're not there. Like, I loved it. And yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's gonna be fun. I just wish the episodes were not as long as they were. Like, again, like Crash Landing on You, like, you have to take up, like, half a day to just get through both episodes. It's like an hour and a half? Come on.
Yeah. It's
A
hard because
lot.
we go we'll be back in 2 weeks, but because we go live
Right.
on Sundays, it's a little tricky to watch that other episode in the
Right,
morning
it's so hard. Yeah,
with the
it's like,
time
"Oh,
change.
alright, I'm
Ugh,
up.
yeah.
Coffee,
Yeah.
go." Yeah, it's a lot. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So, I think this is gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be fun. I'm super excited. I just want Park
Yeah.
Sung-hoon to find love, because right now, looking at the main characters, like, my boy is third wheel, and I need him to, like, not just be just
Yeah.
I need him I need more for him. I do. I need more for him. 'Cause
Mhm.
I love
Mhm.
him so much. All right, you guys. So that is our calendar for this week. Holy bejesus.
Yeah.
That was a lot. So let's go to open forum for anything that we didn't cover. What do you guys say? Yeah? Open
Yeah.
forum. There it is. I love.
Mm.
Look at us. Look at me just crushing the banners. I screwed up the first one, but I have hit every single one since, you guys. I'm really excited.
Yay. Oh,
Really
yeah.
proud of myself on
Yeah.
this one. All right. Oh, that's right. Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
this
Marisa.
one
Thanks.
too.
This is
Forgot
so
this.
fun.
Oh, yeah. So much fun.
Right? Right, Jill? We did not
Okay.
get Jill, are you talking about Park Sung-hoon? Because I agree with you, we did not get enough of him. We never get enough of him. I may have to go back and rewatch Into the Ring. Oh, Jill, where's Marco?
Oh.
Marco, unfortunately, oh, he's wasn't feeling great today, so he's not here today, but hopefully in 2 weeks he'll be back with us. We'll let him know that you asked for him. Let's see. Started Legends of the Sea. Islanders. Right, Howard? I mean, Calvin?
Mhm.
I mean, Legends of the Sea kind of snuck up on me and surprised the shit out of me how much I enjoyed that one. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. That's one of the
Okay.
best
Caitlin's also
ever.
watching Shogun. Yeah, I gotta watch that one. Okay. What is
Shogun.
I Love You?
Oh. Oh. I Love You is a Japanese drama with Chae Jung-hyuk.
What?
There's another drama coming out with Issei Kyung with a Japanese star. So there seems to be some
Yes. That
alignment between the industries.
mm, yeah, that one's gonna
But
be
yeah.
under a K-drama banner though. Yeah.
Yeah. So I Love You, it's a J drama. I'm excited for this one because I love J dramas. They're kind of simplistic and there's, at least the ones I've seen, they're just very sweet, a little syrupy, but very sweet. And the lead, she can read minds, but then she comes upon Chae Jung Hyuk, and he's Korean living in Japan, so she can't understand what he's thinking in his head. She doesn't speak
That's
Korean.
amazing. He's like, "That's not working." Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah.
Is that one I'm sorry, is that one
Mhm.
a series or a movie?
It's a series on
Oh,
Netflix.
okay, cool.
Yeah, Netflix
Nice.
picked it
Alright,
up picked
what
it
else?
up, thank goodness, because sometimes you have to wait for Vicky to get the J-dramas, so this was thank you, Netflix.
Right.
Uh-huh, and then,
Excellent. Anyone
no.
oh, right.
N Man, that looks ugh.
Talk
I
about
don't know if I could
exhausting. That
take
one
it.
looks like yeah, that looks really depressing.
A North Korean who ends up in Europe and gets I don't think I can handle that. I don't have the fortitude
Right?
for that.
Yeah, I no, no.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if Marisa doesn't have the fortitude for it, y'all know that I'm not even remote I'm not even watching the trailer. So, I'm like, not happening. That would be, this would be Jen. Jen
Yeah,
and, is it happening? You
yeah.
gotta get it just right.
Oh,
There
it's
it is.
not. I love Chae
Aw.
Jung-hyuk. I'm so glad this is happening for him. If you saw the press conference they did, he was
Oh,
just
there's my
he looked so nervous, but very manly and just
mm.
really appealing. So I'm glad his stardom is hitting for him because he's an international guy. He grew up in South Africa, actually. So
Oh, nice.
mhm. Mhm. All right.
Let's see. I read the book. I don't know the story is a thing. Oh, okay, cool. There's no love story in the book. Oh, gotcha. Okay. My friend, let's see. My friend is that's what is this?
So,
Oh, interesting.
oh, very cool. Very cool.
Very cool. That is very cool.
That gets a two thumbs up.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
There. Yeah. Nice.
Shogun is on Hulu and FX, and it is gorgeous. It is just, oh my God. And they've rewritten the story, modernized it so that it's not just centered around this one white colonizer, right? It's beautifully done. Anna Sawai, who we know from Pachinko, is starring in it. And it's just, I mean, it's the year 1600 in Japan. It's like Edo, not quite the Edo period, but it is just, FX dumped money into this, and it's just beautiful. So yeah,
absolutely.
highly
Calvin's
recommend it.
iffy on it. Calvin, why are you iffy on it? What's going on? Talk to us.
Really? Tell us
Yeah,
why.
Andrea, I started watching that too. Andrea, it looks like we're also watching another J drama, An Incurable Case of Love.
Ooh, which one is that? I'm gonna look that up.
I don't know. Let's look that one up for sure.
Yeah.
I just finished because I was having a Honey Lee Lee Sung Yoon like I was having withdrawals because I just finished Nightflower. I finished One the Woman, and it was a really enjoyable rewatch. But the reason I'm bringing it up is I went from the evil Chaebol like matriarch in that one. She's now the evil Chaebol matriarch in Queen of Tears. She's Kim Ji Won's mother, and I'm like, oh, I feel like I just saw you in this role, but it's really been like 4 years.
Yeah.
So, like,
if you're looking for other J dramas, I know Caitlin talks about them a lot on her platforms, but also if you go back into the KThree on Instagram, I did a couple of reels with a bunch of J drama rom-coms because they're really sweet and fun, and I loved visiting Japan, the aesthetics of Japan. So it's fun. It's definitely fun. Like every time they like go to a restaurant and order katsu curry or something, I'm like, oh my God, I love it. I get that way too. Like, oh, they ordered kimchi jjigae. It's like, I don't know why.
Right. I haven't watched Calvin, the Shogun, but I feel like there was a big argument with I think it was in the 70s or early 80s, the Shogun adaptation, that was the biggest problem was the savior complex. And that they, from what I've read, they worked really hard to like stay away from that, or at least show it in a different light as not a positive light at all in this version. But I haven't watched any of it, but that's what I read. I read a lot of critique and a lot of analyzing of that going into production from the production teams about that very, very topic. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this adaptation is written by a Japanese American woman or an API, screenwriter. So it's definitely changed because it was written by an old white man, the book, but I'm pretty sure this version is updated, shall we say.
Right. And I have read that from actors, especially the Japanese actors, requiring that it be updated and not be what was that whole white savior concept. Is that was part of the deal of a lot of getting it done and getting the people, the caliber of people that they got on the show. So I think it's in good hands from what I've heard. So that was good to read. Have you started? Tell me that you love me. Have started. Tell me that you love. Oh, that's Marisa. You are watching that one, right? Did you finish that one? Is it worth continuing? Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful. It was beautiful. It is very slow. That does not change. So if it does, that's the pace of the show. So if you kind of fall for that, then it's just a really lovely kind of sympathetic, empathetic, really lovely slow blossoming romance that's all about communication and how we communicate with each other in different ways and what we hold back in our walls. So if you can get into that pace, then I found it really beautiful. If you think it's too slow, it doesn't change. Another one I'm watching is a Chinese drama called what is it called? Oh my God. I'm so addicted to it. And I've just blanked out on what it is. It's both on, it's on Netflix and it's on Viki. And it's, oh my God, why am I blanking on it? Oh, amidst a snowstorm of love.
Oh, that's quite a title. I can't imagine why you would blank on that title, Marisa.
I don't know why, but it's really slow. There's not a lot of plot, but and the episodes are 40 minutes, but there's 30 of them.
Oh.
And at first I was like, oh my God, Carol at K-Dramas Musings, why did you tell me to watch this? But now I'm
That's
just like, oh,
hilarious.
it's this little escape where like young people are just falling in love and we're watching them. And it's just really, I love it. So,
Aw.
so that's another happy place right now.
Nice.
What else?
Is
it a little slow? It's not slow. There's some really good dramas right now, but we're not overwhelmed. So
no, I think my pace right now is really good. I can keep up with yes. I can keep up with the ones that I'm kind of iffy on with you guys. And then if it sounds really intriguing, I'll jump on it. But I also am like, I'm liking my smaller watch list. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like it a lot.
Yes,
watching
right.
The Third Charm. Oh my God. Andrea, you're watching The Third Charm. How are you doing?
Oh, hey, where are you at?
It's like what I'm watching. Where are you at in The Third Charm? If you need someone to talk to when you finish it, reach out.
Yes. We will be here for you.
We are here for you. Just know that. Oh dear God. Let's see. Snowstorm cracks me. Oh, let's see. I'm watching anime Parasite. Yep, excited for the K-drama adaptation. That one's coming out in April. Yep, the Parasite, not to be confused with the movie. Episode 10, Andrea. Oh dear. I mean, God bless. I can't remember the last time I was at table flipping pissed off at a show. I was just like, what is this? What is the show?
But Sokang Jun is coming back in a rom-com, right?
He actually right now, what they're saying, he's just signed up for it. It just came out in the newsletter. I just posted it in the casting newsletter. He's doing kind of a 21 Jump Street K-drama style, where he's going to be an NIS agent going undercover in high school. That's what he's considering right now. Is his show back from the military. So I'm a little bummed out because I know.
Can we play a
more
grown-up?
serious roles? I know. Like,
I thought
30 years old. Can we stop that? Yeah.
That's the point. I thought you go to the military and come back a man. And the thing is, like his one with not something in the rain.
The one with Park Min Young. Like he did Grid. God. And then he did
Grid. He was so good.
Right. Grid was so good. What was that? When the Weather is Fine. I'll come to you when the weather is fine. Like he was a nice, quiet librarian, coffee guy, bookstore seller. Yeah. Like I like him much more in those. Yeah. Oh, Meow Minx, tread lightly with The Third Charm. I'm just saying that was one that they promoted and then turned it on us very like halfway through, and you're just like, wait, what show am I watching? It was a lot. Yeah.
It started off really well though.
So well. Like I was in love with them so bad. Yeah, I was really disappointed.
Yeah. Isom.
Well, it was Isom and Sokang Jun. They were so good.
So good. So good. All right.
So you guys, we're gonna wrap this puppy up. But oh my God, it was so much fun. Thank you so much. We had such a great group this week. I mean, we always have a great group, but it was a lot of fun. We all got our feelings out. It was fantastic. We do want to share something with you though, you guys. We have a store. So this is over on. I know, I'm so excited. So we've got our shelf. Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
There it is. So yeah, we got merch. So it's super exciting. So if you want to help support the show, get your own coffee mug, get some swag. It's a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun putting together. We got some.
You guys, Jenn designed a blanket, right? We all need a K-drama blanket. It's the best.
I know. I kind of have to get one of those for sure. So I'm super excited about that. So with all that being said, we just want to say thank you to everybody who supports us, coming here, hanging out, hitting that like button, subscribing, all of that. We really appreciate it. And especially for those of you guys, I just kicked my own headphones out. For those of you who help us financially, we also really appreciate it. And we just want to give a huge shout out to those guys. Meow and Minx just joined us this week. And we also have Rosie Pepito. We got Nora Key. We got Drama Milk. We've got Andrea, Gina McKee, Jess, Vivian. The other guy did it. Shanda Panda, Lynn, Amna, Holly, Calisandra, Jock, Amy B, Jill, Victoria, Ann, Linda. I know there's more down there. Dr. Chi and Underwood. Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate everything that you do for us. And yeah, you guys have a great 2 weeks, and we will see you in 2 weeks to discuss. I mean, God, we have so many that are coming, so many to keep talking about. And we'll see you next time. Thanks so much, you guys. Have a good
Bye.
one. Bye.